So I have a confession to make. I have not been tending to the vegetable garden in about 3 weeks. I have been very busy. I haven't had a chance. So today I'm going to spend time in here. It's a disaster zone. First of all, are these tomatoes or is it green beans? Because it's growing together. I have a volunteer Kentucky blue pole that decided to grow from last year, and it's weaving its way through my tomatoes. I have some chards here. I have the only finally celeriac that's growing over there. Some kind of weed. The carrots are all over the place. This is blue kale. The lettuce is way past season. It went to seed. I gotta remove all of that. I have some turnips left. There's another tomato. That's a volunteer tomato. Look at all the weeding I gotta do. And then cucumbers. It's the end of the season. I gotta clean all of this. And then this is the rest of the garden. All of it. It all needs to be cleaned out. I'm not gonna be able to do it all today, but I'm definitely gonna try my best. So I'm not embarrassed or anything, but you know that when I have the blue hat on, I'm in business, right? I have been very busy. I mean, you know, I'm working full-time and I got this channel and I have Patreon. It's a lot of editing and I'm not complaining, but the garden this year is kind of, it was not good to start with. We had a very wet spring and we had a lot of rain in the past 2 weeks. So whenever I was able to garden, I couldn't because it was raining. But today I'm going to rectify all this. So let me get my gloves, my paper bags, my leaf bags, and I'm going to work methodically. I'm going to start by removing all of the old lettuce. I want to plant some new stuff. I want to seed some new stuff. I have things that I started in the greenhouse that are for the fall season. I want to try some bok choy this year, so there's a lot to do. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start with removing, that's a weed, all of the old lettuce. This was a mesclun type lettuce, and it's pretty much done. So that can go, and then I'll start a new one for the end of summer through fall season. This here is a volunteer chard, and what I'm going to do is just take it out, and it's going in my soup tonight. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous, and it's delicious. So I remove all the old mesclun and lettuce that had gone to seed, and I turned the soil just a little bit, added or amended it with a little bit of good garden soil, because I keep on adding, right? And this is ready for new lettuces and probably some bok choy. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove my cucumber. have to remove my cucumber. This is actually a Korean cucumber, and they are great. But it's the end of the season. They're pretty much drying off at the bottom. I don't see any more flowers. I'm not gonna have any more cucumbers, so it's time to remove it. So this year was the first time I did collards, and you see that? An infestation of little butterflies. I'll never do collards again. I don't think it's the right region for them, but they are worse than cabbage. Absolute worst. Look at this. And you know I don't like to use any kind of chemicals or pesticides, but no, collards are not for me. And I like them, but if I'm gonna grow them again, they'll have to go away from the regular vegetable garden. So this is the other rows that's been taken over by more weeds. I gotta remove all of this. And even the roses this year, they were not good at all. They all got that rust, and I treated them, but they lost a lot of foliage. And it's not just me. The whole area, all our roses are garbage this year. It was just a weird gardening year. It really was. Nobody is happy with their harvest. Tomatoes are doing okay, but that's about it. I think it's a combination of a late spring, really hot temperatures, and periods of droughts followed by periods of non-stop rain. It just messed up everybody's garden this year. I don't know how your garden did, but mine did no good. This year I had a ton of turnips. These are the leftovers. I'm just going to use them in soup, but really, it's the end of the season. And again, I have these little butterflies all over the place. I'm trying to get rid of them. Plus, I need to get room to this volunteer Roma tomato over there. I'm going to move some of the carrots here because they're taking room. And again, I'm trying to get rid of these butterflies. These are not great, but they taste wonderful. And because I didn't fin them, so they kind of bumped into each other, but I tell you what, you can still eat them. They are so flavorful. I love these carrots. So what I did here was remove all my kale. I wanted to leave room for this cherry tomato here, this Roma tomato that's a volunteer. I got 2 little tomatoes here that were volunteers, and then 2 more over there, and then the carrots you saw. This is gonna be new kale that I have to plant. Again, I have lettuce here, and all the kale that I removed is right here, and it's going to be processed. So whatever leaf I have that's still good, I'm going to put in a bowl, and either I'm going to dehydrate them or I'll throw them in the soup. Alright, now I have this corner, and this is a big mess because I have the bean. It's just one bean, and look at how prolific it is. I need to harvest all of these and then cut out a lot of suckers and extra branches from these tomatoes so that these guys here can get some sunshine. And I have some in the back here that need to be picked, so I gotta clean up all of this. These charts here are still good, but I need a little bit more light over there for my celeriac. So I'm going to take this one out, and that's going in my soup tonight or tomorrow. And then over here we have a volunteer. Are you ready? Beet. I did not plant beets. I don't know how that got there. Okay. These are still good. I'm pulling out the biggest leaves to go in the soup. Would you believe that this entire bean, this whole Kentucky blue pole bean, stems from just this one volunteer from last year that grew right here? That's it, there's only one. And it's taken over the entire tomato patch, and they're not even companions, but the tomatoes don't seem to mind. I have quite a few more over here. Okay, so I cleaned that up. This was off season, it's done. This is a Korean hemlock. You use it in soup and salads, and I gotta tell you, this thing is invasive. It's like thyme. You gotta constantly cut it, otherwise it starts rooting up on the other side. Echinacea, dead-headed a little bit, and this guy here cleaned it up. This is the it's almost done too. This is the Echinacea. The other one I cut because it was falling off, but I love it. And you use the roots again and some of the flowers to make a antiseptic tea or headache, rheumatoid arthritis type stuff. I just have it for decoration, but alright, I got this collected for now. All of this here I gotta process. This is all the greens with those darn butterflies. I gotta clean all of this. I gotta pull that out too. I got more cucumber here. I got a bunch of carrots and parsnips, or turnip rather, and then this has been all cleaned out and it's looking much better. Alright, so I'll seed lettuce here, you know, the cutting one, mesclun, and then over here in the greenhouse I have a bunch of stuff I gotta bring over. That's gonna be for fall, and Scott's gotta come in and start harvesting tomatoes. These are leeks, they need water. I still have some weeding to do, not a lot. Here we go. But I would say this has been cleaned out pretty well. Okay, moving on. Well, this is looking much better and cleaner. This thing is huge. I'm so glad I took the other one out and put it on the other side, because there would be no room. Look at that, it's taking over the entire pathway. But it's looking really cool. I like this little garden. And look, it appears, I don't know, but does this look like wild strawberries too? I don't know. I have to research. I'm not sure. I don't want the cat to get sick if she decides that she wants to gnaw on one. Everything is getting watered tonight, obviously. This one is getting suffocated by this ginormous grass. I may have to move it this winter, put it somewhere else. Then I have a whole bunch like this one that just showed up. Another one over there that showed up. And it's not even the same variety than this, so I don't know how I got there. Okay, so I am done with this area. I'm going to start planting. It doesn't look like I'm going to plant anything today. It's already 4 o'clock, and in half an hour I gotta go and check out Willie at band camp. I want to show you the Oli garden, if you remember when I set that up, and the butternut squash. And the butternut squash rose all the way up to here and is now starting to invade on this side, and then all the way over there as well. I don't know if you see a squash there, but there's a big squash here, and there's one here, there's another one over there. We're gonna have quite a few squash. Okay, in here I need to water everything. This is basically turnips and cabbage, so I gotta water it. I'm gonna do that now actually, but first I need to deadhead those, including some of the black-eyed Susan here, just so that it looks a little bit cleaner, but it was already quite a lot of work. Alright, well, this is all that I've harvested today. I gotta process all of this. I gotta tell you, I just spent 5 hours in this. I am tired. I'm not planting anything today. It's gonna have to wait, but it's clean. Mission accomplished. This is all I wanted to do today, was really clean the whole garden and be ready for fall planting. And look at these tomatoes. They are going to be fantastic. I can't wait. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it, or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.